Alright, bit of a random one, but I had some time before work, so I'm back again. And this time, hopefully... alright, figured a thing out. Literally just a stand for the webcam, so at least you can kind of see what I'm actually doing this time. So, I meant to come back yesterday, but I did that thing where... And it's a constant, right? So, conscious of tapping the mic. So, I do this all the time, where I will have not eaten anything for a long time, and I'll commit to something prior, then I'll leave, eat something, realize actually, I don't have the capacity for any more of this today, so let's just not. So that's what happened. This, yeah, these are a rough idea of what I will be doing, probably. This one I like. This one I'm still, about. But I'll see. I'll see. Yeah. I still have to figure out what I want to do with this. And I meant to get another pencil and an eraser from indoors, and I forgot. Of course I did. So, I'm wondering if I have any more. I mean, I should have tons out here, because there are loads that I just have never used. So this shouldn't actually be an issue. Should be in here somewhere. I can move this shelf that I never needed. It's just kind of here now. I might use it at some point, but probably not. Do I still have pencils in here? Or did I move them all? Looks like I moved them all. Of course I did. That's fine. There'll be other pencils around. So... okay, here, fine. Yo, and there's an eraser on this one as well. Okay, you know what? Problem solved. Thank you, random lichen rock pencil. Epic. Okay, so I need to figure out what I want to do with this one. The minute I don't know. Not that stopped me the rest of the time. So, realistically, I don't think it matters a whole bunch. So what I think I'll do is I think I will tape this like I did with the other ones, so it doesn't skate around everywhere. Still got tape over here. Nice. I'll use this then. At least then I can keep everything kind of along the right lines. I'm only going to do, like, the very front-facing stuff to start with. So I'm super conscious of the fact that this goes over the shoulder. So I might want to change things up at that point. These edges I'm going to keep blank. So I also need to keep in mind that the straps are asymmetrical. So I need to see. Let me check my references. What have we got for the straps? Okay. No, can't see anything on that one. This should help. Yes, okay. Right. Interesting. So that looks like that, but is that accurate to source? Be helpful if I had more pictures. I might do a real quick little cheeky Google of some things. Actually, no, I don't need to. I have a book. Ha ha ha. I can just use the book. Right. Let me consult the Bible. Right. The Majora's Mask will be before Twilight Princess. So, it's probably one of these. Come on. Aha, that's the one I wanted. Perfect. Right. Now I can kind of see what I'm doing with my life. Right. So that's the split up high. How high? That's hard to tell. Okay, let's flick to the other one. I see better on this one. Kinda, actually. I kinda can. So, if the neck is there, it's going to be roughly, what, here maybe? Or is it going to be slightly higher? I'm assuming it's going to be more like here. More like here. So it's just a straight line and then follows this. And what it does at the back, looks like it goes all the way round. Annoyingly. That's fine. Okay, so actually this bit would be yellow anyway. According to this, which is fine. It just means that I can border the whole thing. And what about the concept? Right, that is... it's just the slipped. Okay, so it stops here. Fair enough. But it definitely does come round this whole bit. This edge, it ceases to exist. Yeah. It's the same on here. So it follows the inner, doesn't follow the outer. Noted. Okay, so I can get rid of this line. I can attempt to get rid of this line. Okay. Where is the really crummy... there we go. I want to finish using the crummy eraser first. So all of that can cease to exist. Right. And this goes to there. And then it just follows this round, I guess. Main thing is it's straight versus this. Then on here, it looks to be further up, which is annoying me. On here, it's in line with that. What's it like on the other references I've got? Oh, it's still lower down on those as well. Okay. Okay. I will roll with that then. Yeah. Then it very much is a thing. It does that. So, get rid of that line. Okay. that round, yada yada. That's fine. Down. If I do end up laser engraving anything, and just offset this whole line by X mil. And I don't really have to think about it a whole bunch from there. It'd be nice. I have no idea how I would end up actually programming in anything this specific. So, future me problems. I do think to bring this in closer. It's not too bad. And it needs to come in closer up here as well, I think. Definitely a lot more awake now compared to yesterday morning. Well, say yesterday morning, late yesterday morning. Pre-afternoon, really. That seems better. Yeah. I'm more okay with that. So, knowing this, let's take that away a bit. Up higher. Okay. Better. Better, closer, warmer. So, what else have I got? Okay. So then looking at this, it does just kind of go up and follow this. I have no idea how far back it goes, so I'm just going to take it back. And then because this is one of those things that I can't compromise, I'm going to Sharpie it. Same as the yellow border. I'm going to Sharpie that as well. So, yeah. Do I Sharpie those now? Probably. The Sharpie will be wet for a bit, that's all. And that, in of itself, is going to be irritating. But ho-hum. It is what it is. Let's see if I can do this and not screw it up. The feeling, probably not. Because I'm a sketch drawer. I don't draw things in one solid line. I think people who can are actually magicians. Because it's not like I'm unaccustomed to drawing, you know? So it is just a kind of sorcery to me, to be honest. So I'm about here. gonna be a mess, to be honest. And I have to make sure I'm not leaning on any of it. Ugh. Ugh. It means I can't really support my hand on anything, which is a problem. Suppose I could be doing a worse job. Not been particularly good either. Okay. Could have been worse. I'll take it. Could have been a lot worse. It was really bad yesterday. I could not get the hang of it. But that's probably because I was shattered and should have taken the L. I had been working on it for a solid 5 hours, I guess. This I also have to do. But before I do, I need to know whether it goes all the way around to the back. So, let me check and see whether it does. I can't tell. I know. No, I can't. mm, mm. See, that's cool and everything, but it's also not law accurate, I guess. Mm, do I have any other references around? Doesn't look like I do. I can't zoom in close enough on the statue to see what's going on. So let me do some cheeky Googling real quick. Let me see. Yeah. Just show me the thing and show me the back of the thing. Yes, this is all very helpful, except I need to see the back. See, again, that is slightly higher up, which is bothering me. Ugh, everything is slightly different. I just get more pictures of this. I don't want to actually download the thing. Just want pictures. Oh, go away. You in AR. Related? No. I don't want to sign into anything. Go away. Just let me view the thing. Oh, so awkward. I need to know how this goes. I need to know how this looks. Whatever. Go away. Just want to see how it looks. No, I don't want to download anything. Go away. Oh, jeez. No. Just, it's so frustrating. Alright, well that doesn't help me either. Why couldn't I just pick an easier project? Why did I have to make my life difficult? Why do I always do this? This is just so typical of me. It's untrue. Okay, so that's the original, which is useful. Can I see the back, please? See, that's awesome. That's all very well, but it's not accurate. Ugh. I knew finding a back view was going to be difficult. Like, that's something I accepted when I took this on. Because references in general are painfully difficult to find for this. Accurate references, I should say. Well, okay. I suppose here's the part where I struggle, right? Because I've always worked to very strict guidelines as far as canon references, etc. But I went into this project knowing, like, the whole point of this was creative license. But also, I want to be able to prove the point that, like, hey, look, I put the time in to research this to make sure that all the decisions I'm making are based in the original character concept. Like, it's all. There's a difference between creative license and taking shortcuts, you know? And I don't do shortcuts. I do the long way around every single time without fail. I wonder if I can do 3D model turnaround. Just show me all views, please. Maybe if I just ask for the back, will it show me? No. No, it won't. Maybe I'm complicating this. Yeah, that doesn't help me because you've got a thing on your back, so I can't actually see it. And also, that's in Tears of the Kingdom, so it's not the iteration I'm interested in anyway. Having said that, that's got the pointy shoulders at the back, but it doesn't have that on the First for Figures statue. Which is what I've been basing literally everything off of. What if I look for the manga? Because I'm pretty sure you can see the back in the manga. Yeah. Yeah. And then that does have the pointy shoulders, which is different to what I have been going with. Hmm. I don't know. I just can't feel my feet for starters. Because there aren't any other. This is all I have in the book for fierce deities specifically, which is super useful for the front, but as far as making other things, markedly less useful. So I wonder if I can. I can. Let me see. Let me see if I can do something here. Let me see if I can cheese this. Because in theory, I look for this. Yeah, but then that's, again, that's a statue that is not necessarily. Let me just see whether this actually gives me. Ah, okay. Alright. Then that does have the kind of pointy shoulders. So I'm looking at gameplay from the original game. Just someone in a boss fight. Because, you know, the camera's at the back. So yeah, I know, boss fight, yada yada. Just show me the model, please. Come on, come on, come on. Right. Yeah, it does have kind of the pointy shoulders. Okay. Let me see if I can get a better view of this. Oh my god, ads. I swear. Ads on YouTube have been really, really terrible recently. Like, I was watching just a compilation of stuff yesterday, and the amount of times that. So, like, you know how YouTubers do, like, the embedded ads for stuff? Like, promo for various. The amount of times I would sit through an embedded ad and then get another 2 ads after that from YouTube. I I actually, like, I stopped watching stuff on my phone and I went to my PC so that I could use Opera and the ad block because I was done with that. Actually agonizing. But looking at what I have for this, let me put this into my reference document because it's fairly important. Please, please click something, please. Let's slap this in here. At least then I have half an idea as to how it's supposed to look. So looking at this, it does have the pointy shoulders with a line across the back, which is different to other stuff I have. So let me go back to my statue reference, because then the back is totally different. which is annoying. But then I prefer the back on the statue, to be honest. So I might just try and work with that as much as I can. Because I do just prefer the way it looks. I've been modelling everything off the statue so far, so I should probably continue doing so. Let me see if I can find anything else. Okay. Yeah, again, that is completely different. So I'm inclined to just not use that. Because that's just not at all what I have here. Let me check this stream. But that's just the very end of the game. Look, I just need the 3D model, guys, please. Please. That's all I want. I just want to see references. All I want. Yeah, again, it's the... Okay. Right, I think what I'm going to do... I don't like the pointy shoulders. Not for what I'm doing. So I think I am going to go with plan A as far as creative license. And not necessarily make it up, but I'm not going to be super strict to the in-game model, I don't think. I think it would be smarter to play it that way, to be honest. Particularly because everything that I've gone with so far has been based off the statue. So, it just kind of makes sense. So to that end, I think I will kind of make it up a bit. Right, so I'm going to ignore the pointy shoulders, but does it give me any info on where that line ends? No, it doesn't. Awesome. Okay. But it looks like that literally does just go all the way back, so that's fine. So what I think I'll do is just roll with this anyway, and just kind of sort of make it up a bit. Because, you know, realistically, does it matter that much? No. Am I deep in it? Yes. Okay, not the worst. Right. So those are all things that I can't mess with because they're part of the thing, which is fine. Does mean I'm going to have to do another one of these for the other side, but that's whatever. I've got to figure out what I'm doing with this one first. So, I flick to the Twilight Princess stuff and see if there's anything from here that I can use. And I suppose if I also look at the other things I did and what I like and don't like about them. So considering it's only this that's going to get seen, it's not the end of the world. I suppose really what I could do, what I should do to start with, is tape everything back down again. So let's say I tape it, what, here-ish. Let's do that. Tape that there. Okay, what do I actually want to do with this? So that's fine. Then I need to do other stuff. So I feel like I'll probably get away with I did something to the effect of something to the effect of this. Because what I'd want to do, take this down, like that. Then do I do it in and down? Maybe. Maybe I then go in and down. And then I did one of these. Maybe. Maybe. So let's say at a thickness of about that. Don't mind that. Then I'll just do what I did yesterday to get the leafy things, and I'll fold it. Yeah, I don't mind that a whole bunch. That seems okay. And then I'll just mirror it on the other side as best I can. Once I've remembered what I'm doing. Right, hang on. I want to fold it along here. So, not going to be easy. Let's say it's along here. Yeah, looks about right. Okay. And I will just trace it. Okay. Can always finesse it in a minute anyway, so I'm not super pressed on that front. Main thing is getting the bulk of it in. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. It's very cool. Okay, so that works. Then, what else? I can probably leave that for that. And then, I suppose what I could do is take something along here. I want to do it that wide, though. Because be very wide. Maybe I don't do it that wide, but I do something. I definitely like that. That's cool. Right, let me look at what else I've got. So maybe I do it like that. That's too wide. Maybe I'll half. Yeah, I'll do half. Do half, which takes me to about that line anyway. And then what I could do here, actually, draw it all the way around. Then like that. I feel like that goes too wide. Bring it in a bit. And take away the very outer. Okay. Because then what I can do is be cool. Doing it on a curve is going to suck. So maybe I do it down here instead. Yeah, I can do it down here. So I think if I do 2 lines, it's then along here. And curve. Like that. Do that. Then I think I put in those little thingies. That doesn't help. I know what I mean. I think it'd be one. Say I do it along here. That. I think if I did that, it would look cool. Get rid of that line in there, that line in there. I don't like the double line. I think I'll do that, but on the single line. Yeah, I'll keep a single line. Still needs to be thinner up here. It's better. Then, do I do it on the very edge? Or do I do it from further in? Let's say I did it from further in. From like here. And that does that, which I don't like. Okay. So if I take it from the very outer edge, and I say one like that, and then that just goes off into the abyss. Do I prefer that? I mean, I prefer it to what I had before, so I guess so. Yeah, that's not terrible. It's not terrible. How did I miss this going down? Be down like this. Rid of that. Be like that. Okay. Better. Better, closer, warmer. Okay. That's fine. Then... It's a temptation. But also, I won't. Yeah, I won't. I don't mind that. So... From here... Could do leafy things, but I kind of don't want to. Yeah, like those. This, looking at this one, I like this bit specifically. So can I do something similar? Probably, right? I'm kind of wary of doing too many. I did put an eye in up here, but that would be way too much. That's just wholly unnecessary, to be honest. Typical. I'm going to struggle to fit a lot in along this curve. But I don't want to leave it blank. It would look really, really lame. So what if I confused the issue and started back here? That's going to connect to that. How's it going to look on here? Okay. So if it connects on here, as far as things being vaguely straight, kinda not, but also it would be something upwards. I'd have to follow this anyway, right? Yeah. Yeah, I would. So as far as things... I don't know. I'm really wary about making it too busy. Because, yes, it needs to be busy to an extent. But also, if it's too much... And the whole point of this was to have it be a lot. So... maybe I do just start down here instead. Right, if I was to start down here, what I want to do, only really make it too wide. Be in and around here somewhere. Let's say I had that. Then that's the thing, is it needs to follow that curve. So actually, if I scrap the idea of using the grids for this one, because the whole thing is on a curve, whole thing, so I may as well follow it. So maybe that's what will save my sanity on this one. So if I just commit to this line, because I know I'm going to do that. I could have handled that better. Wow. Don't mind that. So I can use this as the back line. Maybe I just... maybe I'm making my life difficult for no reason here. Maybe all I need to do is... I say... something from here. In fairness, I don't hate that. Quite enjoy the angle that has going for it. And then maybe I just do that the whole way down. It's going to be murder to try and replicate. It's not even like I can be smart about it. Not really. So, if I take a bunch of scraps, I can probably be smart about it then. So I've got a load of scraps here. What would I need? That looks fine. So if I just take this and say... because I like that. It's a shape, I like that. So, and I then, even if I just use it to get the right angle, well actually what I can do is be really smart, draw this in, so I know the distance I'm keeping from that line stays consistent. Then I know I'm working to that as a line. Okay. Okay. That might be helpful. Follow that. There. Okay. I follow that line round when I'm doing these. I'm mainly doing this so I get the angle right. If I get the angle right, I'm with half a chance. Because I cannot rotate shapes at angles for the life of me. Always been a problem. It's how close do you want to make it? We know it goes like that. Then it's a case of, do I make it as big as this one? Probably not. But if I were, it would be that. So I want to make this smaller than that. So let's say bring it in slightly here. I want to keep it about that anyway. Maybe I need to stop confusing myself with this. Make it at a steeper angle. Steeper angle. And then I'm straightening it off around here anyway. That looks better. I want to be about that. So what? That? Yeah. About that. Looks pretty okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be a cool way of doing straps, to be honest. And then, same shtick. If I just use this to get the initial angle on that line, it's going to be helpful. I'll get rid of this. Yeah, like that. That's cool. Oops. Didn't mean to bat the mic. Just going to take my scarf off. Because it's not actually as cold as it was yesterday. Not by a long shot. But then it is set to be quite warm today, which I'm not stoked about. Wildly inconvenient, to be honest. Not my jam. But it's getting to that time of year now, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for me. Not so much anybody else, but for me it sucks. It's just for that initial line. Then what? Yeah. Might do slightly smaller. It's gonna be hard to get a lot smaller. Don't want to go an awful lot smaller. Okay. Go a little bit. Get away with a little bit. So let's say I did that. Yeah, go with that. That's fine. Get rid of that. I like this as a theme. It's cool. I'll just do the same with the other strap, facing inward again. That stays the same. So, the fact that this time, looking at it like this, what do I want this to be? In relation to this, well, it needs to kind of be straight across here. So, like what? Here? Yeah, looks about right. Looks about right. And again, keep something vaguely consistent along here. And seems pretty okay. Slice off a chunk up there. And same shtick. At least once I have this down on one strap, I can just mirror it for the other strap. So that's really not terrible. Definitely like this as a thing. And this is where it gets interesting. Let's take that slightly. At this point, be like what? That's the thing, is if I'm putting it in that line, that's the thing. It does go along that curve. So it's still right, but as far as the straight edge, kind of isn't going to exist for this bit. Ah, my back. I've done a lot of leaning yesterday as well, so my back is not best pleased with me. Fair enough. I can understand why. Let's say that. Give it one of these, I guess. At this point. See, all of those are fairly consistent, so I might take this out slightly. Maybe more like here. It's better. So I did that. Trouble with that. Like, this needs to be steeper for this to work. Maybe it does. No, looks weird. Let's take it up again. So it does need to be around there. So let's say I did it like this. That's the thing. If I wanted to do it like that, I suppose at that point, technically, I can mix it up a bit. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. That's the thing, is because I'm following this curve. It's going to get tricky. So I feel like I need to take this at more of an angle in here. Then if I do that, it's going to screw me over here. Yeah. It needs to stay more parallel to that. And maybe I just bring this in a touch. That's not the worst. And there's a temptation to just do something slightly different from here. Maybe. I definitely like these first few. They are definitely what I want to do with this. So that's fine. That is fine. Do I do something else with that bit? Probably. I probably do. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know though, because I like it as a thing. I will have to keep this consistent is the difficulty. It has to be a consistent distance because that's what makes it look good. So I wonder Let's just continue it and see what happens. Keep working at the same sort of angle, same sort of distance. Take it to about there, to be honest. But then this gets back to the whole, I didn't want to make anything too small, because engraving it was going to suck. Now I'm thinking maybe that's why I don't like this one that much. I'm not varying things enough. It's all too consistent. Maybe that's what's bothering me. This one bigger again. But it needs to be level with that, actually. So more like that. Maybe I make it slightly shorter. So more like, yeah, looks better. That. Yeah. Get rid of that. I like that. That is cool. But then this I'm still not quite sure about. It's along the right lines. I don't like how it ends. So what if I just cut that off? Like that. Do I feel better about that? Yes. Hmm. What if? What if? That's better. That's a lot better. Okay. Definitely more okay with that. Yeah. This I'd like a lot. I really, really like this. So I'm going to commit to this, because this, for me, is a dead cert. This is definitely a thing that's happening. I can sort the angles out. Good enough, I guess. Okay. That. I have no idea whether I'm in frame. Oh, I kind of am. Okay. Kind of in frame. Back to the whole can't draw things in one line problem, but oh well. And make sure this follows that. That's the most important aspect. Follows that curve. That one of these. Yeah, I really, really like this. Looks good on cam as well. I'm a big fan of this. Okay. Good enough. Enough. Yeah, I definitely like that. This I'm conflicted on. Because I can't fit anything else in there anyway. Hmm. Maybe... I wonder if I just... I still like the that more. So, I think I line this up again. Knowing that I took it to this line originally, I'm wondering if I can get away with... Make that right on that edge. No, don't like that, which is fine. So what about... literally... run that parallel with that. It's not bad. Don't mind that. Yeah, that's okay. Right. Let's see if I can just do this one of these real quick. make sure that I've got this lined up. Kind of hard to tell. Is that? Not the worst. I don't mind it. Can I get away with one of these in here? Maybe. Won't know unless I try, so... One of those. Just one of these. Yeah. That seems okay. Don't mind that. And then I can keep this in here blank. So I think it's going to look weird if I try and do anything to that. One of those there, I don't want to do one up here. That feels like it'll be overkill. I don't like having this blank bit. Is it a bad thing, though? Is it a bad thing having that blank space? Probably not. It's probably not a bad thing. I think I just map in rest with pen, and I can at least kind of sort of see what I'm doing with my life. I can't trust myself to get the right angles on these. Not really. See, I'm still debating the whole laser engraving thing, because kind of hand-drawn nature of it, kind of like that, but I don't know. I don't know. The whole point of this was like, you know, do things I haven't done before, trying new techniques, materials, yada yada. If I do it by hand, it's just kind of like, all right, cool. What have you learned from this? Not a whole lot, you know? But I'm looking at it from a stylistic standpoint. It's like I kind of just prefer the aesthetic of doing it by hand. I'm so bad at this. Good enough. You get the picture. Whatever. Whatever. I don't really want to end up drawing on my thing, so let's just do that real quick. No. I was gonna say I got scraps everywhere. Do that. Now I like this, but I'm still debating. Then I can do that on both, that's the thing. And that'll look good. No, come back. At least then I can say I use the leafy things, because I'm constantly wanting to use the leafy things. At least if I've done so, I can walk away. It's fine. Didn't mean to take it down as low as I did, to be honest. Oh, go away. Whatever. I can do it properly when I need to. For now, as far as designing things, I'm okay with this. This is fine. How does it look on the thing? Okay. How easy is it to see on that one? Yeah, reasonably. Okay. What it would be is that. Can you even see over there? Not a whole lot. Oh well. How do I feel about this? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Right. So this, I'm fine with. And this is useful. So if I can at least get the flip of this out. It's not going to fit in that, is it? No. No, well. I take all of this. Put that there for now. Take another one of these. Okay. I've not got a whole lot of time this morning, annoyingly. So I can probably I can go to a little bit past 4, that's fine. So let's flip it. But it matters a whole bunch for this bit, but there you go. At least then I've got half an idea. Do I want to use this, or do I want to use the actual template? Because light differences exist, and I don't really want that to be a problem. So, let's use this. And then if I've already done the one for the right, I want to do the one for the left. And I want to line it up here. At least vaguely. Right, then begs the question of, did I cut this on a curve or not? So it's more or less exact, so let's not make anything up here. How did I do it last time? Did I just line it up with this? I mean, it's gonna suck whatever way you do it. Ooh, maybe it was like this. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Oh, and then it... Yeah, I remember, because it was away by a little bit. It was a little bit cut off the top, essentially. I remember. It's like that. Okay. I'm probably going to end up redoing the ones I did yesterday. Because there are parts that I do like, but there's a lot that I don't like. And the whole purpose of this is to find out what does and doesn't work. If I was planning to just stick with it, then I may as well have just done it direct onto my foam. That's not the intent. I just don't like redoing things. Scissors. Got him. Yeah, but that was never the plan. So, a lot of this is going to be getting over myself and just doing the thing. Just fine. Cannot see because it's pencil. So the glare from the lights makes it invisible. Yeah, if I can at least translate a bunch of the lines from the other one into here, the things that I know will be the same. Like the yellow border lines. So, flippity flip. And I should really tape them. Assuming they even line up. Which they kind of almost do. That's probably the best I'm going to get. So, tape that. Tape that. Then do I need to sketch it first. At least if I sketch it first, I can take it off, rotate it as I'm trying to draw on the pen. And this needs to come off. Main thing is there is a split. It's a split that I need to be conscious of, because this is the left side, so it's not exactly the same. Do that. And same shtick with this one. That like that. And then I need to figure out how big I want to make the moon. Probably the inner of this. Yeah, that makes sense. So if I said inner of this, circle for now, and I'll do the proper moon shape later. At least then I know what I'm working with. Have to make it slightly different on this side as far as these bits. But I can move those around. It's not an issue. Still like the strap for that, but if I look at my reference, okay, so that still happens, but further up. Interesting. Okay. So that's further down. Not on that one, though. Interesting. Okay. So the split for this, is it roughly aligned to that? Let me check my references. Oh, it's very hard to tell. Maybe. Yeah, then that comes in afterwards. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so it's roughly aligned to where that one is. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that comes in only slightly higher than where this comes in. So keeping in mind that this isn't currently pinned, aligned to all that. It might help if it was. So actually, let's draw this in. Because yes, they're asymmetrical to a point, but actually, quite a lot is the same, which I hadn't realised. So that's super interesting. So I'm going to draw in as much of this as I can. Just as a direct rip from the original. Then I need to start being kinda time conscious, because work exists, and I will have to go content with that. Having been warned by a mate yesterday that it's gonna be carnage. Ugh, great. Great. But yeah. I can just get most of this down and deal with the rest later. As long as the bulk of it is done, I'm not super phased, to be honest. More than I was expecting to get done, so, you know, progress. Okay. That's most of that, which is fine. Let's give this one of these. Okay. This I'm chopping off because it's not supposed to be here. Fine. Fine. Now, in theory, it would be following that line. So, let's see. I'll just connect that bit, that's fine. That works. Shave this little bit off. Okay. Seems fine. So, these are like this. Yeah, okay. So, according to this, is it slightly higher or slightly lower? Ugh. On here, it's about the same. On here, I can't tell. On here, about the same. On there, impossible to tell. Cool. Still can't tell. My favourite. So, and is it straight or is it at an angle? Decisions. that's pretty straight on there. Now it's at a slight angle, right? Jeez. On there, it's at an angle. I think it would look better at an angle. Yeah, I'm gonna set it at an angle. I'm gonna set it at an angle. And I'm also gonna say it is should have probably taken a bunch of lines from this. So da 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 da. Help if I actually followed that line. Let's ignore that for now. The main thing is I have a line. All I actually need. So I were to stick this along there somewhere. Like that. And this somewhere similar. Would be what here? Potentially. But then that's at a weird angle, so it isn't. So, if that's now where it should be, needs to be along here. Just want to get everything lined up before I decide where this is getting cut. So it doesn't need to be like that, but it does need to be like this. Okay. So I'm going to say, looking at about that. Roughly that. Which means that needs to be more like that, which is fine. So knowing that this is where this wants to be, I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. And take one of these. Whack that on there. Then, if we say it's roughly the same, roughly where that is, right? Then that's at an angle, then that's not. I can't concentrate because I need to pee. But also, I've been going for almost a couple hours, so I'm thinking I might have to call it here anyway. I've got a couple of options with this. I either take it straight along, or take it up at an angle. Like that. And from the references I've got, it's really hard to tell. It's so difficult. Okay. See, that is closer to being straight, whereas that is more of an angle. just makes things impossible. I only got 2 images to go off of in here. Okay, well, this is a pretty good view in fairness. Looking at this, it's kind of an angle. So screw it, I'm going to say it's kind of an angle. That's what I'm going to do. So it's kind of an angle, I'm going to say it goes in from here at sort of that. I'd say it was sort of that. Sort of that. Straighter than that, I think. Okay. I think it's straighter than that. More like... Let me get a ruler. I think it's more like... More like that. So at that point, do I just do it straight? I'm just going to do it straight. Sod it. Sod it, let's just say it's straight. Whatever, who cares? Who cares? Right, because if it's straight, then it lines up with that. Which makes me feel better anyway. No, it's not straight because it's down there. It's not straight. It's not straight. It's definitely not straight. So, if I line it up to be straight to start with, and then just kind of straight with in line with that, and then just offset it slightly. Say it's like that. That still looks too straight? Or is it just weird now that it's slightly offset? And that is totally different to that anyway. So, screw it. Plan A, make it straight. Go with plan A, make it straight, and then I have to duck out for work anyway, so whatever. So for now, I'll just leave it, and I'll come back to it and decide whether I want it to be straight or not. Because I might decide I hate it when I come back to it, so who knows. Whatever. For now, I just have to walk away and then decide at a later date how I feel about it. So, for now, as much as it annoys me, I'm going to have to duck out and give this another crack tomorrow morning before work. If I get time today, I might kind of ink in all the definite lines in pen, but I doubt I'm going to get time, realistically. Really, really doubt. By the time I get in, probably not. So, yeah, have to call it there. Whoops. Call it there for now. Yeah, but I have a whole thing, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with that. Like this side, nice, epic, very cool. I just have to mess with the rest. So for now, I'm going to duck out, and I will catch you guys probably tomorrow morning for another quick sort of sesh. So, yeah, in a bit.